Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. The month begins with the Sun in the part of your horoscope that's to do with obligations, to do with taking the structure and organisation of your life seriously. And because you're a fixed sign, you often are in for the long haul around anything that you're committed to, whether it's relationships, whether it's the people you care about, or whether it's your work. But you may find yourself unexpectedly restless in the early parts of this month, and there are a number of reasons for this. Part of it comes from the fact that you are going to have a lot more physical vitality. This is because Mars, the power planet, is linking with the Sun in such a way that it can give you a passion for the things that you want to get on with and achieve. Some of this may be some changes at home, which can be driven by the relationship Mars has with Jupiter. And if you've wanted to move somewhere different or improve where you are at the moment, if you've got any instinct to do it yourself, well, your tools could be coming out and you could find yourself mightily busy. You may even be redecorating too. But it's how you interact with other people that's so important, because Mercury starts to rewind on the 4th and through to the 11th in your sector of relating. This can be a time when you need to choose your words very carefully when it comes to reaching agreements with others or finding cooperation. The problem is that at the same time the Sun's going to be going face to face with Uranus, and on the 8th there's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Aries, which also combines with Uranus. And it could be that even if you've been given to a situation unthinkingly for a very long time, suddenly you can find yourself having a major moment of rebellion. And it could be that this is going to play out over the next 6 months. Now, the way it occurs for you could be different from, say, another Taurus. So if you're in a job which gives you a lot of fulfillment, it may come in another area of your life. Perhaps you're involved in some kind of charitable activities, or perhaps you tend to be the good egg in a particular circle of friends. But you need to feel that you're appreciated and respected. And if you suddenly find that there is some dissent in the ranks, and not everybody quite appreciates the application you put in, you could be absolutely furious. And this may be something that informs your thinking, not just this month, but over the following 5 months too. And it may be that something will change on the back of this, because you're not going to continue to give to something if there isn't a genuine respect for you. And good for you if so. In fact, the detail of things becomes even more dialed in as Mercury rewinds into Libra on the 12th. And it's really asking you to double check bank statements, not take what anyone says at face value. Write back an email, confirm you did say that was the date we were going to meet up. Yes, I did. But even then there could be some changes, and at work particularly someone could kind of mess you around a little bit, I feel. But there is a saving grace that starts to develop as the Sun goes side by side with your ruling planet of Venus from the middle of this month. In fact, the two are going to be in this wonderful union right through to the end of the month. But through to the 22nd, if there is someone awkward at work to deal with, you could do worse than pour on the charm. Now, I'm not saying you should be sickly insincere, but certainly being ultra polite and not giving them any way to criticise you would be a smart thing to do. But the whole picture changes dramatically on the 23rd. The Sun sweeps into your opposite sign of Scorpio, and then followed by Venus on the 24th. But on that day there is also a wonderful solar eclipse. And this solar eclipse is fascinating because if you think back over the last couple of years, you've probably really found out who you can truly rely upon, especially in close relationships, as Saturn has been making its way through your sector of relating. And you may have had some disappointments along the way. Not everybody may have given you the responses you really wanted. And there could be another echo of this, because this solar eclipse is influenced by Saturn. But if you're with people who are really solid, who really meet you halfway, who are committed to you as much as you are to them, and you love commitment, then you could forge relationships or be really reassured by some that you already have in the final 10 days of this month in a way which can give you a wonderful sense of security that can be long lasting. So it is something to look forward to. But maybe that Saturn-influenced solar eclipse is also saying to you, don't accept second best. And if there is a relationship which doesn't nurture you in the way that you really want, maybe it's time to move on. But if you're footloose and fancy free, a serious opportunity to meet someone is developing at the end of this month. So do be very alert to the possibilities. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.